The CIA's secret mission to steal a Soviet submarine. Imagine waking up one morning and discovering that somewhere beneath the Pacific Ocean, a Soviet nuclear submarine carrying some of the world's most closely guarded military secrets had disappeared. No distress signal, no survivors, no public explanation. The Soviet Union launched one of the largest search operations in history. Ships searched for weeks. Aircraft scanned thousands of square miles of ocean. Submarines combed the deep. But the submarine was gone. It had vanished into one of the deepest parts of the Pacific Ocean, more than 3 miles beneath the surface. The Soviets eventually gave up. They believed the submarine and its secrets were lost forever. But they were wrong, because thousands of miles away, inside the headquarters of the CIA, a very different conversation was taking place. Instead of asking, "Where did it go?" they asked a far more dangerous question. Can we bring it back? It sounded impossible. No one had ever attempted to recover a submarine from such an extreme depth. The pressure at that depth could crush almost anything. The engineering challenges seemed insurmountable. Even the world's leading experts believed it couldn't be done. But the CIA had one powerful reason to try. Inside that submarine could be Soviet nuclear missiles, secret communication systems, encryption machines, launch procedures, and intelligence that could change the balance of the Cold War forever. If America could recover even part of that submarine, it would become one of the greatest intelligence victories in modern history. This is the unbelievable true story of Project Azorian, the CIA's billion-dollar mission to steal an entire Soviet submarine from the bottom of the Pacific Ocean. The Cold War. To understand why this mission mattered, we need to return to the late 1960s. The Cold War was at its peak. The United States and the Soviet Union weren't fighting each other directly. Instead, they fought through technology, through intelligence, through espionage. Every military secret mattered. Every scientific breakthrough mattered. Every piece of information could provide an advantage. Both superpowers built enormous nuclear arsenals capable of destroying the world many times over. Trust did not exist. Each nation feared the other. Every submarine, every missile, every radar installation, every military movement was watched carefully. Among the Soviet Union's most valuable weapons were its ballistic missile submarines. These submarines could remain underwater for months. They carried nuclear missiles capable of striking distant targets with little warning. Because they operated silently beneath the ocean, they became one of the most powerful weapons of the Cold War. One of these submarines was known as K-129. The disappearance. In early 1968, K-129 left its base in the Soviet Far East. Its mission remains classified in many respects even today. The crew sailed into the vast Pacific Ocean. Everything appeared normal. Then, without warning, the submarine disappeared. No radio messages, no emergency calls, no explanation. More than 90 Soviet sailors vanished with it. The Soviet Navy immediately launched a massive search. Dozens of ships, reconnaissance aircraft, submarines, thousands of personnel. Weeks turned into months. Still, nothing. Eventually, the Soviet Union accepted a painful reality. The submarine had been lost forever. But while Soviet commanders searched blindly, the United States had an unexpected advantage. America's secret listeners, unknown to the Soviet Union. The U.S. Navy had secretly deployed underwater listening systems across the Pacific. These systems were designed to detect submarines. One day, analysts noticed something unusual. They detected a powerful underwater explosion. By carefully comparing recordings from multiple listening stations, American scientists calculated the approximate location of the event. Suddenly, the CIA knew something the Soviet Union didn't. They knew where K-129 most likely rested. more than 16,000 feet below the ocean surface. Finding the submarine was one thing, recovering it was something entirely different. An impossible idea. When CIA engineers studied the problem, their first reaction was simple: impossible. Nothing like this had ever been attempted. The submarine weighed thousands of tons. The ocean pressure was enormous. Even reaching the wreck would require revolutionary technology. There were no ships capable of lifting such weight from such depth. There were no machines designed for this mission. If America wanted the submarine, it would first have to invent the technology needed to recover it, and that meant building one of the most unusual ships ever conceived. But there was another problem. How could they build such a ship without the Soviet Union becoming suspicious? You can't simply construct the largest recovery vessel in history without attracting attention. The CIA needed the perfect cover story, a story so believable, the entire world would accept it. And surprisingly, they found the perfect partner, a billionaire, an inventor, one of the most famous men on Earth, Howard Hughes. The perfect cover story. Howard Hughes was known for doing extraordinary things. He built aircraft. He invested in technology. He explored bold engineering ideas. To the public, it seemed entirely believable that Hughes wanted to build a gigantic ship capable of mining rare minerals from the ocean floor. That became the official explanation. The world believed the ship was designed for deep-sea mining. Newspapers reported it. Engineers discussed it. Investors watched it. Nobody suspected its true purpose. Behind closed doors, the CIA quietly funded the project. Construction began under extreme secrecy. Every engineer involved knew only part of the mission. Very few people understood the complete picture, because hidden beneath this incredible ship would be one of the most sophisticated recovery systems ever engineered, a giant mechanical claw designed to descend more than 3 miles beneath the Pacific Ocean, grip a Soviet nuclear submarine, and lift it back toward the surface. It was one of the boldest engineering projects ever attempted. But there was one terrifying question nobody could answer. Second, when construction was finally complete, the world saw a ship unlike anything ever built. Officially, it was called the Hughes Glomar Explorer. According to the public, its purpose was simple. It was supposedly designed to mine valuable mineral deposits from the ocean floor. The story sounded unusual, but believable. Newspapers covered the project. Television stations reported on the massive vessel. Few people questioned its true purpose. Hidden beneath the ship, however, was an enormous secret. Inside was a specially designed system capable of lowering a giant mechanical claw thousands of meters beneath the Pacific Ocean. The equipment had to perform with incredible precision. At those depths, the pressure exceeded 7,000 pounds per square inch. Even a small mechanical failure could destroy the entire mission. Yet, after years of planning, engineering, and secrecy, the CIA was finally ready. In the summer of 1974, the Hughes Glomar Explorer quietly sailed into the Pacific Ocean. Its destination was the exact location where American intelligence believed the Soviet submarine rested. For the crew, this wasn't just another mission. It was history in the making. As the ship arrived above the target, operations began. The giant recovery system slowly descended into the darkness. Hour after hour, day after day, the machinery continued moving deeper. Eventually, after traveling more than 3 miles below the surface, the claw finally reached the ocean floor. Somewhere beneath layers of mud and darkness lay the remains of K-129. Operators carefully positioned the massive mechanical claw around the wreckage. This was the most dangerous moment of the entire operation. One mistake could destroy years of work. Then, the signal came. The submarine had been secured. Slowly, very slowly, the enormous lifting process began. The wreck started rising toward the surface. Inside the control rooms, engineers watched every reading with intense concentration. Everything appeared to be working. For a while, it seemed impossible had become reality. But then, disaster struck. If you enjoyed this documentary, subscribe to Hidden Nexus for more hidden history, classified CIA operations, secret military technology, and untold stories that changed the modern world.